Hey, this is Samantha here from RecipeThis.com. I'm the voice behind the popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today, I want to show you how to use your leftover soup in the soup maker to make a delicious soup maker cheese sauce. Well, before we dive into this recipe, I just wanted to suggest that you head over to RecipeThis.com. We've got more than 1,200 kitchen gadget recipes, including recipes for the air fryer, instant pot, slow cooker, soup maker, bread maker, microwave, Ninja Foodie, and many others. We also have a free weekly newsletter, which you can find on the homepage of RecipeThis.com, or you can find it on RecipeThis.com/newsletter. And there you can get our best kitchen gadget recipes sent to your inbox every Friday morning. So the beauty here is there is a lot of vegetables that you can use as a base for cheese sauce. So forget the old method of using the flour and the butter together to make a cheese sauce. This is a really simple method, which you could call a hidden veggie cheese sauce. The best veggies that it works with is cauliflower, which can even be more fun because you could actually double the cauliflower and make a cauliflower cheese from it. And the ones I've used the most is butternut squash, which I know in the US many people use to make a Mexican cheese dip with, and of course pumpkin when pumpkins are in season. My husband absolutely hates pumpkin, but if I make him a pumpkin cheese sauce, he absolutely loves it. So it's a great way to use up your leftovers. And also carrot's a good option, and also with carrot you've actually got the colour of it. If you're going for a really bright orange cheese sauce, it's very easy to achieve that with carrot. So what we're doing it with today is we're using leftover cauliflower soup, or if you head over to RecipeThis.com, search for cheese sauce, the one on there is actually made with pumpkin. So it's really up to you which one you use. You can just follow a similar method. It doesn't have to be leftover soup. You can just load up vegetables into the soup maker and add extra cheese when it's done. So you're probably wondering what ingredients you need to be able to pull off this cheese sauce. I've actually got in my soup maker now leftover cauliflower soup, and then for other ingredients, Philadelphia, because it makes it lovely, light and creamy, loads of cheese. I've got some red Leicester cheese here, and I've also got some more on the block there. We've got salt and pepper, we've got parsley, and we've got oregano. And then what we're planning on serving with this cheese sauce is we've just cooked a pork loin. You can probably hear it now beeping in the background, and that's cooking right now in the Instant Pot. So it's going to be great served with this, and probably do some vegetables to make a veggie bake with. So start with making sure that you've got some spare soup in the soup maker. We've got quite a bit there. You could do it with more or you could do it with less. And then let's start with the grated cheese. So simple, because you can just open a bag of grated cheese and load it in to your soup maker. And then because it's cauliflower soup, it's naturally really thick. So when you start adding in all these cheeses, it's going to go too thick. So I've added in a cup of milk, a cup of skimmed milk, which is the equivalent of 240 ml. And then for seasonings, salt, pepper, parsley, and oregano. And then when you've done all that, we're just going to give it a quick stir first to get it going before we add in some extras. So turn it on, and you're looking for blend, and you're looking for the pulse. Right, so it's just done 17 seconds there. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my chopping board. Get the seasonings out of the way, of course. And now we're going to add in some more cheese. I love a really cheesy cheese sauce. So addicted to cheese sauces. And then you don't need to grate. You can simply slice up the cheese, and you've got a blender there, so the blender will do the work for you. And good job my kids are at school, because otherwise they'd be pinching all this cheese. And that'll be enough cheese. And then a big dessert spoon. And then we're going to get the Philly out. The Philly is absolutely amazing in cheese sauce. You know, if you're stuck for time, Philadelphia, a little bit of milk or stock, and you've got a creamy sauce that you can just add grated cheese to. So this is a full tub of light Philadelphia, the smaller ones. So it's just one of those. And then once you've done all that, time for the lid back on. We're going to do another pulse. When it lets me, of course. I'm going to stop it there and then check on the cheese sauce. Oh, and wow. Cheese sauce in the soup maker. Who'd have guessed it, hey? And I just find a little bit at the top gets stuck to the side, but apart from that, oh, that cheese sauce is just waiting to be eaten and to be made into different dishes. We're actually going to be using this today to make serve with our pork loin, and then we're also doing another batch, because this makes quite a lot of cheese sauce, to also make an air fryer lasagna. So do check out recipethis.com for air fryer lasagna as well, because we've got a lot of cheats methods going on in that lasagna, and this is perfect for it. And of course, you can load this into containers for the freezer, and you've got some frozen cheese sauce that you can defrost for another day. And remember, this is just absolutely perfect for when you're cooking and you've got some spare soup that nobody wants. You can just add a load of cheese to it and some filet, and you've got cheese sauce. Now, before you go, I'm going to be really, really naughty here. I've just buttered myself a slice of bread, and I used to work many, many years ago in this chippy. All the food in there sucked. I couldn't stand it. The only thing that they did a decent job of was the scraps. So I'd always be there with a slice of bread, dunking some into the scraps. It was just so good. And another of my favourite dunking is to dunk the bread into the cheese sauce. It's very, very naughty, but I think we've all done it. So if you want to see just how good the cheese sauce looks, and look at that, isn't that amazing? And it's been sat a little while, so it just shows how good it sits, and it doesn't really thicken up that much considering it's got veggies in. Oh, that is so, so good. You know, you could also do it in some bread and then actually cook it, and it just makes a fantastic alternative to French toast as well, and it's just so, so good. I absolutely love this homemade cheese sauce. So I've got loads and loads of the cheese sauce left over, and I love nothing better than to freeze it. So I've filled one of my favourite glass containers with the leftover cheese sauce. Then you can put a lid on it and then label it up, and then it'll be ready for the freezer. So quick one, cheese sauce. And then what you can do is you can defrost it, and then you can use it next time you're doing a dish that needs a quick cheese sauce, and then there's less effort because you don't have the cheese sauce to make. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Recipe This family. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook and Pinterest. We also have a weekly newsletter at recipethis.com/newsletter, where we share with you our latest kitchen gadget recipes, what we're cooking in the Milner kitchen, and so much more. As well as this, we recommend that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then whenever we have a new video, you will be the first to know. And if you want to know about all our future videos, then I recommend you hit the bell for instant notifications. But even better, we now have a podcast. It's called Magic with Gadgets. Simply search Magic with Gadgets on your favourite podcast player and you'll find us there.